Yo, 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 what it do? What it be, y'all? It's your boy A.N.T. Ripping the game, gang. You know we don't play none of that. All of that. Coming back with another greatest quarterback video. And today we're going to be talking about my top 5 quarterbacks of the 2010s. Again, this is my list. You could really put them in any order, but I'm going to be counting down from 5. If you enjoy the list or you agree with it, go ahead and leave a like, comment on maybe some of your agreements. If you have a disagreement, I'm all for the argument. Leave a comment on what maybe you disagree with. Maybe your list look a little different. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe and turn on them notifications so you can stay tuned on all the hot content I got dropping soon. So let's get right into it. This list actually might be the shortest video I make because 3 out of the 5 quarterbacks from the 2000s video made this list. So I'm not going to rehash what I've already said before, but I will give the case for each quarterback in this specific decade. For example, I got Drew Brees at 5, and that's because even though old St. Drew didn't win a ring this decade or MVP ever, he consistently put up great numbers year in and year out. And I'm sure I could have put someone like Matt Ryan or maybe Cam Newton at number 5, but neither of them could secure the ring either. And their numbers really don't compare to Drew Brees. Consistency is key for making this list, in my opinion. And Drew was consistent, if nothing else. He didn't have a massive drop-off like Cam did. I mean, his last couple years was really bad, but I mean, Cam's drop-off was a lot quicker than Drew's. We'll just say that. Plus, Drew broke Johnny Unitas' touchdown streak record, which was one of those like sports streaks nobody ever thought would see be broken. And Matt Ryan and Cam Newton, like I said, they just don't put up the stats that Drew Brees did year in and out. They didn't get the ring either. So, I mean, yeah, Drew Brees at 5. At number 4, we got Russell Wilson. And regardless if he wins a ship in Denver or not, he has the worst stat line on this list. To put that in perspective, though, in this day and age, he still has 40,000 yards and 300-plus touchdowns. Bro got the same stats in a 10-year career as Warren Moon got in almost double the time. Plus, he got a chip in 2014 when the Seahawks blew out my Broncos. I ain't even going to try and talk about that. And he almost won another one, but the Seahawks beat themselves in that game. I'll get to more, talk a little bit more about that here in a second. But say what you will about his goofy personality off the field, Russ put up numbers. And, I mean, even though he had Doug Baldwin and who else? Jermaine Kearse. I mean, if we was talking about the greatest wide receivers of all time and stuff, we would get to a lot of names before we get to those guys. So, I mean, and that, we'll just leave it at that. But Russ earned the number 4 spot, and at number 3, I got Aaron Rodgers. And I mean, again, regardless if he does win or wins anything with the Jets, what he did from 2010 to 2020, I mean, all them MVPs he won, he got, he's top 3, top 5 in almost every quarterback stat you could think of. He won a Super Bowl with the Packers and was the Super Bowl MVP along with 4 regular season MVPs total. I mean, he got 59,000 yards and 475 touchdowns. I mean, the guy puts up numbers and is a Super Bowl champion. There's no question he's had a better career than Alex Smith, who was drafted above him. I would personally take him over Russell Wilson, obviously, since I have him ranked higher. If you have him, ranked above, I mean, that's kind of odd to me, because what does Russ do with the football that Aaron Rodgers can't? You feel me? Just throw that out there. Even though they both each got 1 ring, one was the Super Bowl MVP, I think, and I mean, got 4 regular season MVPs. So let's look at that. I will say, though, that with Aaron Rodgers' level of talent, he did kind of underachieve. And I mean, I will point out that it is odd that his career is mirroring Brett Favre almost to a T. All that's missing is a trip down to Minnesota, which, I mean, if you're asking me who I'd have right now, who I'd rather have, Aaron Rodgers or Kirk Cousins, I mean, give me Aaron Rodgers every single day out of the week, twice on a Sunday. Coming in at that number 2 spot is Peyton Manning. again. And really, the number 2 and the number 1 spots are the same for this decade. If that, 2 straight decades from 2000 to, the end of 2020, you could say that Peyton Manning was a top 2 quarterback. And no one would really bat an eye. I mean, he won a Super Bowl with the Denver Broncos, a team that, didn't draft him or whatever. After having crucial neck surgery, wasn't really the same quarterback, but I mean, he was still putting up historic numbers with Denver. And then, he wins the Super Bowl. After, he lost, he got blown out by the Seahawks. I talked about that earlier. But then he came back and won. He won against the Panthers. And really, he wasn't the Super Bowl MVP in that one, which, got to kind of throw the asterisk on that, But he still made number 2 just because he led that offense. And, I mean, the defense kind of finished it off. Sure, Brock Osweiler came through, won a couple games, but who won and, who started that Super Bowl? Peyton Manning. And what did Brock Osweiler do after that? I mean, did he make the list? Let's be real. No. You making any kind of quarterback list? Yeah, the best quarterback robbers in history. If I ever make a video like that, that's who he is. He is a highway robber. He was robbing the the Houston Texans stagecoach or whatever. Held him up didn't even need gunpoint at pen point. You feel me? No, but yeah, Peyton number 2. And number 1, of course, I already said it, Tom Brady. Tom Brady, number 1. Again, just like Peyton. Tom Brady, 2 decades running number 1 quarterback. And I mean, it's not even... Sure, he lost, I believe, in 2011, the 2011-2012 season to Eli, Peyton's brother, which was cool. He came back, won, I think, 2 more with the Patriots, and then won another one with the Buccaneers because he came back and beat the Seahawks. He lost to the Eagles. I ain't going to remember that. I ain't going to forget that. Nick Foles and them did their thing. Shout out Big Dick Nick. Who else did he beat? I feel like he beat somebody. Oh, yeah, the Rams. In the worst Super Bowl in the last, I'd say, 20 years. And then he won with the Bucks. So 2-2. Won double, went to double the Super Bowls that Peyton did and won double the rings. Actually won. I think he won Super Bowl MVP in both of those wins. I mean, yeah, all the stats he was putting up with those, with just having a bare bones Patriots team, and having the Buccaneers receivers kind of made it easy, but that's neither here nor there. I mean, take it from me, I got a whole video on my channel saying that Tom Brady is not my GOAT. And I mean, next time, this next video I got coming in the series, I'm going to be naming the top 10 quarterbacks of all time. And y'all going to find out whether or not, that statement is still true after doing all this research. Or is Tom Brady really the GOAT? When it's all said and done, we looking back through all this history. I mean, he made one hell of a case being number 1 2 decades. I mean, Joe Montana, he made a list. He made a couple. There's been a couple quarterbacks who have made a couple lists. Drew Brees made a couple lists. But yeah, we'll see next time, y'all. Like I said, stay tuned. If y'all new to the channel, hit that subscribe so you could stay tuned for all that hot content I got dropping soon, y'all. It's been your boy A.N.T. repping the GAMEGANG. That's the game gang. We don't play none of that, all of that. Hope y'all be safe and don't get smoked. You see me putting in work on this Street Fighter, doing my little E-Honda thing. Really, like I said, I be maining E-Honda and Zangief, but I kind of been in the works in the lab with Ken. So again, I'm doing that. been playing some Madden and some WWE 2K2. So I'm gonna be having gameplays of that. I'm gonna get back streaming real soon. I just started another job, working 2 jobs, so I'm gonna try and balance out everything, try and get this little schedule straightened out. And by schedule, I mean my sleep schedule, because my shit is non-existent. I don't know what a bedtime is. That's really my main it's really my main problem right now. But that's really a personal thing. But hope y'all get some sleep. And hope you have a good day whenever y'all watch this. I'm just trying to, ramble on a little bit while I get this last little dub with E Honda. Classic matchup. Classic little, what is it, the Guile stage. It don't even matter though, because I'm going to go ahead and hit him with the Oicho throw. Hit him with that like Ocho, Cinco. Diving headbutt. Nah, I'm just playing. Freestyling off my dome. You gonna hit me with the throw, that's cool. Hit him with a little overhand. Hit him with the little hunter hand. That smatter that. And then you already know, hit him with that critical. Oh yeah. Boom. Hit him with the flying headbutt. Fucking E Honda Benoit, No, I'm just playing. Damn. Alright, I gotta end it there, y'all. Y'all be safe. I'm out.